When we're testing golf balls, obviously it's depends on what you want, because there was a time when, back when I was playing with TaylorMade, that I would only change wedges once or twice a year because I wanted to kind of grow with the wedge. I didn't want to use a wedge for 4 weeks, 6 weeks, change it, and then have to relearn how it's spinning again, whatnot. And then obviously the ball for me, when I'm sitting around a green like this, you kind of want to know, how is it landing into the green? What does it do with a 60 when you hit it in the green? What does it do with a 56 when you hit it in the green? Vice versa, the other way, how does it react when you're going down green? Different types of surfaces. Does it spin more on a bent surface than when you're playing a Bermuda or a Paspalum or a Zoysia? So they're the kind of questions that you're going to have to ask. But also you got to look at what type of surfaces do you play the most? Do we play Bermuda most, or do we play like a bent or over-seated rye the most? And then from there, you kind of go around and go, okay, how does it react out of the rough? Do I need the ball to come out slower and softer? Do I need the ball to come out faster and roll more? How does it react out of the bunkers? Does it spin more? So I think other than just like getting in and test trialing it, there's always, I would say, give and take. More spin you have around the greens, typically very hard to find distance off the tee. So you kind of got to understand that, okay, if I have more spin around the greens, most likely the long clubs, it's not going to go as far as a ball that's firmer and doesn't spin as much around the greens. So that's the number one question that you got to ask yourself. Okay, if I give up a little bit of yardage off the tee for more spin around the greens, is that going to help my game or hurt my game? And it's very difficult to marry the two, to have distance and spin. But when I'm coming in and hitting shots, I think it's just, you got to just hit shot after shot after shot. So I'm going to try and play a spin. I mean, it's hard to play a spinner here because it is downwind, but I'm going to try and play a spinner to see how that feels. That's nice. Oh, that was really nice. That was really good, actually. So I know that ball is going to be a very spinny ball. So when I get into tournament play and I'm short side and I'm on the fairway, and I know that ball can do that. If I play a firmer ball, that ball might not do that. So there's certain pin locations that I typically probably wouldn't be able to go for, because I don't want to short side myself, because I know that, like, best chance I'll probably hit it to 10 feet beyond the pin, 12 feet, and then I've got that long putt. So I better start putting from 10 to 12 feet if I want to start taking aggressive lines. Yeah, so I guess the next step is like understanding like what type of spin you like around the greens, what type of player are you, and then just keep chipping with them until you find the right makeup for yourself. So I'll just keep chipping and chipping and chipping. And I went from when I first started with Bridgestone, I was using the BXS, which was the really, now granted, like I could spin it from, I could just get on that green there and I could spin it back with that BXS. It was like cheating. It was unbelievable. I went to a firmer ball because I wanted to make sure that I had enough distance. And for me, the BX was it, because I could get enough distance off the tee, but also still not give up the playability around the greens. So, and that's kind of where my strength's at.